Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now Jones, escaping the pressure right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first down, right back to Etienne. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Cooper, the man in motion right. Throwing, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 4th down, Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones completes it right side to Cooper. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Jones now on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Who's that? Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, check.
On 1st down, Willis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Willis with another keeper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw here taken in by Parker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Colts at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 29. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Third down, it's Willis. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Out to his left. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time. Off the play fake. Jones taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 61 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Etienne is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Once more, Etienne. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Jones throw taken in by Samuel.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones.
They'll get this off to Etienne. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Got his target, Samuel. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw. Jones steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Now receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Buying time to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hey, check that. Street.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mustang 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now Jones, a final shot before break.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Willis is throwing to the hands of McLaurin.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Back to throw, Willis.
Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Let's get off the field, D. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he lost the football, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
ETN once more. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Jones being chased out left.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Looking to throw. Jones steps away. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
18 Radley, 18 Radley. 29 is Mike 29. Come up the ball. 29.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56 Mike. 56 Mike, 56 right there, 56. We go. 56 to Mike.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike 29. Check pass. Bronco 80. Check nickel.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
29 is Mike 29.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's get in there. 29 is Mike 20.
Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Able to slither by. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
29 is Mike 29. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 2nd and 7.
Willis. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
56 Mike. 56.
Willis looking to throw it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cooper, the man in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Jaguars are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Play action, Willis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Jaguars, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.